Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay. Um, it's been a minute, guys. And I'm so sorry about that. But I am gonna make this pretty short. Um, I just wanted to come on and let y'all know that starting July 22nd, um, I've decided that we are gonna start trying to get back into the swing of things. Sorry for like the 6 month delay. Life's been a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I have not been having the greatest of times. Um, I've been exhausted. My body is changing. I'm getting old, not really, but I feel like it. I'm just mainly exhausted. And that's why I've been not uh not present. However, I have made so since we found out that CrimeCon's in Orlando, I'm probably not going. Um, Although I was looking at the hotel prices and I probably could, but also I I have other things outside of CrimeCon and outside of true crime and YouTube that I want to do as well. So and I have family that I haven't seen in like it'll be almost 5 years since I've seen them. So I'm not sure who's watching, but hey, I didn't even think I'd get even a single person, but hey. Um, but anyways, yeah, so I just decided I've made a short list of cases to cover. I want to start once again, ease into things locally that I know about, and then we'll go from there. Um, but just wanted to let you guys know July 22nd. I'm gonna start trying to do Mondays and Wednesdays on my on my Mondays and Wednesdays off. Um, shouldn't be too big of a deal. If if I have to reschedule, I'll try to find a time, an appropriate time, but I don't even know if I'll be able to do that. I mean, I might have to do it at 2 in the morning. I don't know, but or I might have to do it late at night because those are my first days off, and usually those days I don't get up until like well I've been getting up at like 5:30, 6:30, and one time I didn't get up until 8:30. And I think I got up at like I don't know, but like yeah, I didn't get up until like 6:30 tonight, I think. Yeah, so like I have to go on later because I just sleep during the day. Like that just I just yeah. Like I work nights and I sleep during the day. Like that's just how it is. So I might have to do them late at night and I might have to be here all by myself, but I'm still gonna go through it. Um, if I can. Uh, and also I like to be on other people. I like to be in other people's chats. So, but I'm gonna try to if I'm scheduled, just because someone else is on doesn't mean that I'm gonna reschedule. But I do, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. As I say, probably not even going to 99% not even going to Orlando. So we have until May of 2028. We'll see. I think if I am correct, it will be, but I am going to Vegas during that time of CrimeCon in September next year. Yeah, so the end of May to June to the beginning of June of 2028 is probably when it will be. I mean, I'll, obviously wait for the official announcement of that, but that's what I'm planning on. Um, as I say, my locals are my short list. Within the next month until July 22nd, I'll make my medium and my medium and my long list. and then we'll just go through it. And um, I decided that um, and also I want to kind of also go over to my other channel as well. I told my Facebookers I'd be over there. Um, we'll just see what happens. That's all I can do. That's all I can do is just take this day by day, not get overwhelmed, not feel like a ton of pressure, you know. Um, I don't get money for this. I don't make a dime. I've put so much time and effort into it. And my other hobby as well, performing. I put so much time and effort into that and never made a dime. So, and I don't even, I mean, I support people and I go out, but I don't actually, if I got asked to perform, I would, um, but I don't get asked and I don't have a lot of energy to even like dress to the nines, like dress up and go out. So, um, but because, the adulting has to come first, unfortunately, and I hate that. I hate adulting. How about y'all? Now I have two people watching. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting at 3 in the morning. That is crazy. Anyway, July 22nd, I will make this all, and I don't even know how far in advance I'm gonna like put the schedules out. And I don't even know, even with my short schedule, I don't know how I'm gonna schedule everything. I want to make, I don't even know if I want to make a medium and long list because it just overwhelms me. But um, my short list has some good ones on it. My local places are pretty good. Or pretty interesting. Um, and like I say, um, I would like to get my other channel started as well, but I need to get some more subscribers over there so I can actually go live because this true crime stuff takes toll. And I'm like, I need something else to talk about. And I just want to do everyday life with you guys. That's why I went over to Facebook because I have the biggest following over there. Um, but I'd like people to come over here. I guess if they don't, I still have YouTube. I still have a Kick. I also got a Kick. So that's cool. Uh, you know, um, and if because you can't really, I mean, I don't think you could really do true crime over on Facebook because it's probably I mean, you know, terms of service could probably be pretty over there. So just stick to it over here. Once in a while, I might go over to Kick. But I basically only got a Kick just to watch other people. But if the opportunity arises, I'll do that. Um, gosh, what else? Starting July 22nd, Mondays, Wednesdays, every other Monday and Wednesday. I'm gonna try to. Um, we'll never be lacking content, so I should never have a problem finding anything. But it does get overwhelming, so I'm just gonna take it day by day because that's all. As I say, that's all I can do. That is all I can do. Um, I'll be making a little schedule. Maybe I'll just go by the month, like do a month and then like add one every time I go live, just add one. Um, hopefully excuse me. Hopefully I can let people know in advance if I'm not going to. make it, but I'm gonna try to schedule it at times that I can make it. Um, I'm excited about continuing on, um, getting back in the swing. Hopefully it'll work out. But like I say, like not in a hurry. We ain't going to CrimeCon anytime soon. I do miss it though. I miss it a lot. I'm gonna watch the videos as they come out. I watched the yogurt shop and I watched what other one did I watch from Vegas? Um watched the yogurt shop and one other one. I can't remember which one, but I've watched a couple and I'll watch them as they drop on Crime HQ. Um I don't exactly know what case I'm gonna do first, but by July 22nd I will know. um and I want to like mix in the short list, the medium list, and the long list. So I'm just gonna pick one out of the hat. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, um, I want to try to get my other channel going as well. But if not, that's okay too. Um, I don't know what just came up, but are people? Oh, if you guys are commenting, I can't see it because I'm on my phone. Um, but I don't know who's watching. But thank you for coming over, and hopefully you guys will join me. I'm not sure. I just want to come on and say I'm hi Scott. I wondered if it was one of my main people. I see you. How are you, Scott? Good to see you. Uh yeah, so I'm pretty motivated. Um but I'm motivated to be uh, I'm motivated to be one day at a time. Does that make sense? Um, Fuck you. How are you? You guys are the best. Fuck you. What time is it where you're at? Are you during the day? I'm at 3 o'clock in the morning. I wondered if it wasn't one of my someone from over the pond. Yeah, yeah, you're over um are you in Australia or You're over the pond from me, aren't you? 6 p.m. Monday. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. here. So we're a ways apart. I'm sorry if okay. Uh, Australia, yes. My cousin's in I don't know if I've ever told you, but my cousin's in Australia. She's been over there for 30 years, I want to say. Oh my gosh, now I have three people. What the heck? Wasn't planning on people being in here, guys, but thank you so much. Oh yeah. Yeah, if she didn't like it, she'd be back. So Scott's with me. Scott's in my time zone. Unless you're over the pond and it's 12 hours. Is it Monday or Tuesday, Scott? Yeah, no. She loves it over there. It's a better fit for her lifestyle, I think, um and I think I mean, she obviously has a life over there and loves her job and I see her. Well, I don't even see her anymore because I don't go home for Christmas, but her parents are my great aunt and uncle. Oh, Scott, you're in Kansas? Scott, you might not be too far away from me. I'm in Omaha. The College World Series just got are underway. The finals is tomorrow, or today rather, tonight at 7. North Carolina forced a game 3, so that's awesome. Uh, so um, I guess even if I do have to go on when I do my shows, if I have to go on at 2 in the morning, I can. Maybe you guys will see me and uh, join me on panel, so I don't have to just sit here and talk to myself. That'd be great. Do you guys work like Scott? Do you work like a night shift, like I do, and just have nocturnal hours? So okay, yeah. So my shows are gonna be on. Yeah, my shows are gonna be on Mondays and Wednesdays. Um, and if I do have, I think like maybe once I noticed that I had something planned on a Monday or Wednesday, so I just skipped it, but went to another day. Like went to the Tuesday or the Thursday. Um, I do know my friend likes to hang out on Thursdays though, uh, because it's his day off too. So we usually go out or something on Thursdays, and Thursdays are zoo nights as well. So like a couple nights this summer, I'm gonna go to the zoo for their late night edition. Uh, but that's on Thursdays, and then I also thought about volleyball games, but volleyball games are not ever on Mondays or Wednesdays. I think volleyball games are only like Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So, um, and I'll just figure that out too. But not worried about that, right? And college games are definitely not on Mondays or Wednesdays. So, we're good there. Um, if Scott and Fark you, if volleyball's the bomb. Volleyball's my favorite, Fark you. By far my favorite. We got a professional league over here now, or we got two professional leagues over here now, so it's booming in the United States. And I'm super excited about that. And it doesn't interfere with the college season because it's in January, and the college season goes from August to December. So the professionals do theirs from January to May. So it don't even, yeah. Um, I guess the other league does have some Wednesday games, but we'll see if I have to work them, I can't go to them. But if I have to, you know, um, go on a Thursday for that or whatever. Your girlfriend's daughter plays volleyball. How old is she? Like what I noticed is that, like with sports, like sports is universal. Like everyone around the world gets together and plays, um, and can play a sport. 23? Does she play over in Australia or does she play here or somewhere else? She's in the Victorian stateside. In the Victorian stateside. Oh, okay. Um, do you have my email? Now I have 4 people watching. If you have my email, JAYCY, the number 4, Justice, JUSTICE, at gmail.com. Email me. Let me put it. Um, yeah, email me her name so that I can follow her. It- I love following players. I follow quite a few players, so I love to support her too. I put my email in the chat. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I love to hear about new people. And that's awesome that she plays volleyball. You know, some of the overseas girls are in the other league. The League One over here is a lot of international players, and then the league that I'm most in, that is most popular over here in perspective. Um, They can have up to 4 international players on their team now instead of 3. So there's more international people coming over, which is awesome because it grows the sport over here. But there's also a lot of people that don't make it over here that go over to Puerto Rico because the Puerto Rican League basically can take people that don't make it over here. Or I know that a lot of our people play in Italy as well, and maybe even some in Germany because we got a German girl. We got a couple German girls. Um, well, wait, we have one German girl and a Dutch girl that plays that played in the more dominated international league, but now the German girl is coming over to the other league, and like it's just craziness what's going on. But yeah, um, I love that we started talking about volleyball on my true crime channel. That's awesome. But this is my only channel right now, so um, uh, yeah, Sparks Parasino 6593. How are you, Sparks? Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Do you guys, FarQ, do you know Sparks? Dave, Owl, how are you? Well, it's not quite 11, but it is 3. Here I am. I was out like a light at 11, guys. Yeah, I actually made it to my own show too. 3 hours late, but you know. And then I was trying to charge my iPad and I just got uh just got impatient and I'm like, I'm just glad I can see chat because that was the main thing was I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see chat on my phone, but I guess I can. Dewey Ox. Dewey Ox. Good to see you too. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for stopping over. It's good to see everyone again after my 6-month hiatus. Ugh. And I'm excited to get back into it. I need to make my medium and long list, but I do have a short list. But I want to mix everything in. I don't want to just do local cases all the time. I for those of you that missed me, um, as I say, starting July 22nd, Monday, every other Monday and Wednesday. So there'll be like a 8 or 9 day gap, and then there'll be like a 5 day gap. And I have no idea what time, or if we're gonna try to make a habit of it, but one day at a time because uh, CrimeCon isn't happening anytime soon that I know of, unless I win the lottery. Which I do need to go do that too. I want to go check out the other casino in town that we just got, apparently. I don't know when it opened, but I went and checked it out and uh thank you, Owl. Thank you, Dave. I'm glad to be a little bit back right now. We'll be hopefully be back July 22nd. And if I can come on anytime before then, I will, because that's like a month away. So, um, yeah, glad to be back. Glad to be motivated to have a plan, but also just like I said, just motivated to take it one day at a time and not be overwhelmed. So, there's a couple of my local cases that I really did try to do, but some of them, I can't bring myself to do it yet. But we have a lot to talk about when I do get back. The first show might be a little bit of everything, uh, but then we'll get into one at a time because I do want to up. There's kind of a lot of updates I want to talk about, so we'll probably do an update show first, and then just have open. I mean, they'll all be open, but we'll do open and a variety, and then go from there. Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays for me don't interfere with anything, so that's what's best for me. And then also, like, if you guys have any super suggestions that you want me to talk about, uh, super cases, like suggestions on cases that you want me to talk about, let me know. I think y'all got my email. I put it in the comment. So yeah, if you're not subscribed, I don't know if you are Dewey Ox, but I think Owl and FarQ are. So um, definitely subscribe if you want to come hang out with me. And yeah, yeah, absolutely, Dave. Yeah, share it out. And I'm still trying to get up to 50 subscribers on my other channel so I can go live. Do you have my other channel too, Dave? Let me put it in the comment. It's You're in Berrytown, Michigan. I'm in Omaha. Omaha, Nebraska is where I'm at. Yes, Scott. I also need to If you see me in other channels. Oh yeah, I will. Oh, you're in Emporia. Um, is Emporia is by Topeka? I've never been to Topeka, so I don't know. I've been to Kansas City and Manhattan. You're south of Topeka. Okay, so you might be like, I don't know, 4 hours from. How far are you from Omaha? 4 hours? I'm wondering if you're like 4 hours from here. Dewey Ox, you're in Michigan? Okay. Out of Berrytown, Michigan. I don't know where Berrytown's at, but I do like Michigan. My aunt and uncle lived there. We went to Detroit one time. And then my great aunt lived in Lansing. Did she live in Lansing? Yeah, I think it was Lansing. She lived in for a while. Oh yeah, Sparks. If you'd like to um subscribe and hang out with me when I start and not miss a show, I'll always schedule something. Thank you, Sparks. Thank you. Um yeah, so um I hate to miss the crime cons, but I don't know how people, unless, it's expensive. It's very expensive. So I'm going to have to pick and choose when I go. I do have until 2030 to use my voucher. Um, and I can use it in 2030 because my voucher doesn't expire till August 15th. So, and it'll be in May or June that year. I just wish that I really do wish that it would have been in Chicago because I could have drove there. But the you're in the woods, like in the bushes, in my chat. Oh, hold on. You said you're in Omaha or in Berrytown in the wood. Berrytown's in the woods. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I was in the woods, like in the country. Is that what you're talking about? I was in the rural Nebraska for a long time too. Not anymore, but I was. Um, but yeah, if you guys have case suggestions, please let me know. Um, I know I keep saying that. Uh, but I have quite the list of things, but we're taking it one day at a time. We're taking it one day at a time. 4 to 5 hours, yeah. I mean, 4 to 5 hours to me is close because I'm used to driving like 5 hour drives, 5, 6 hour drives to get somewhere. Um, I mean, maybe not so much anymore because I'm so like city spoiled and I haven't had to travel a lot. I go home once a year. I live I'm from the western part of the state. I live in the most eastern part, and I'm from the most western part. So like to go home is like an 8 hour drive, and I just dread it. But I only go home once a year now. And actually, I only have to drive like 7 hours now because where I go now is different than home because my grandparents have passed away. But yes, back home there is a lot of wildlife. Deer. The further west you go, the more deer, the more and then like obviously like back home, we have the buffalo. But there's a lot of deer out west. And you know what? I swear, you guys, I seen a coyote the other day in the city. I was driving. I mean, I'm not in like the metro, I'm in the area, like I'm in a suburb, but there's a lot of countryside in places. There's areas of countryside, and I happen to live in an area of countryside. Now I'm in an area of countryside, and I was going down the road, the one of the main street highways, and it's not a highway, but it's a road. It's a main road, and I was just going down it, and I swear it wasn't a possum. Oh my gosh, Dave, you saw a moose? Another moose. I love to see the moose. They are so the moose and the elk. Do you have elk where you are, Dave? Mhm. I just moose. They they really are. I think they're every animal is unique though, but I like the moose and the elk. I mean, I grew up with them, so um I mean, my mom's from Wyoming, so there you have it, Yellowstone. Uh I believe that I have possibly tasted moose or elk. I know I've had buffalo, but moose or elk as well. I think I've had maybe once or twice. Not sure, but most likely. Have you ever had elk? It was a female for sure. So the other night I was driving kangaroo. I Is kangaroo kind of like it does it taste kind of like chicken? People down in Florida have had alligator, I know that. Octopus. Moose are mean. Yeah, my dad got chased by a moose. Yeah, my dad got chased by a moose once. It was scary. It was a mama one. She had her babies, and my dad walked in on him, walked up on him, and she charged him, and he had to go on the run. Um, what was I gonna say? Anyway, I was driving down the road, and it wasn't a possum. It was um Dahmer Simpson. Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming over. Um, Anyway, I was driving down the road, and it wasn't a possum. It was way too big to be a possum. It was colored like black and gray. It was like black and gray, Um, but it would Caleb Parsons. Hi, how are you? Well, I don't know you, but it's good to see you and thank you for coming over and supporting me, viewing my channel. Had no idea I'd have this many people in here. Um, but anyway, it was way too small to be a possum. It was colored like a raccoon, but Dave, it was the size of a coyote. Like that's the only thing I can think of is that it could have been a coyote. But I didn't notice it being like this. I guess this is the year. I mean, the time. Well, the fall is like more for time of coyotes. I don't know if it could have been a dark deer. It was way bigger than a porcupine, and it wasn't waddling. It was running. That's why I'm thinking it was a coyote. But I don't. I mean, it, if it was a fox, it was a large fox. It could have been a fox. But it was foxes are like here. Foxes are like tan, I think, but this was dark. I don't know. A coyote dog, yeah. I don't know, but it was huge. It was the biggest. I mean, a coy dog is different than a coyote. Coy, co- coy dog. They look like coyotes and they howl as well. So are they coyotes? Or are they a mix of a coyote and a dog? Are they mangy like a coyote? I don't know. But anyway, I saw something. It was shock of my life. I'm like, oh my god, something huge just ran across the road. And I'm not used to seeing that here because, I mean, oh no, coyotes howl. Oh. I used to live mixed between a wild dog. Okay. No, our coyotes howl. When I lived in the cornfield, um, in the country, we had a hill. Uh, yeah, I bet your dingoes, I'll look it up, but I'm sure your dingoes are like our coyotes. When I lived in the cornfield in the country, we had a hill and we would hear coyotes a lot over the hill. My dad had to have like a fence. Um, he had to fence in, like we had a barn and then we had like a small pasture or a small area that we fenced in the horses so they wouldn't get out into the, you know, out into the wild area. But yeah, we had like a small like arena type place for them. Arena slash pasture. A mix of a male coyote and a female domestic dog. Okay. Do you have wolves out there too, Dave? Or oh, wolves are so pretty. No wolves. I don't think we have any wolves around here. I could be wrong, but I don't know where wolves really are. I guess wolves might be in like Minnesota because they are the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? So I mean, Minnesota is not too far. I mean, we could have wolves here. I mean, we have coyotes, so I don't know. Maybe when we were little, we would have like maybe a wolf within the coyote group. I don't know. Wolves are beautiful, and huskies, um, husky dogs remind me a little bit of wolves. Huskies are just gorgeous. Do do huskies shed? Does anyone know if a husky dog sheds? Because that would be I mean, I would love to have one, obviously. I mean, well, I'm more of a small dog person, but well, yeah, don't the wolves do the Iditarod? Is that the wolves or those huskies that do the Iditarod? The wolf pack. I thought it was wolf pack that does the Iditarod. The I don't know. I'm going crazy. It's the Alaskan Malamutes. Yes, you are correct. The Malamutes are really pretty too. I'm just glad that I can see oh my gosh. See, that would be my only turn off of a husky. A lot of my friends have huskies. Well, I know one, two of them did. Uh, three of them. A few. But anyways, yeah. So I think what I will do, I think that is what my What kind of what I think you've told us before, Dave, but what kind do you have? My friend has 5 chin pins. He has 4 girls and a boy. And I think he had 6, which I don't know how he can put up with that many, but he don't have like a family or anything, so that's his family. But you have gray wolves upper part of Michigan. Okay. I have a full breed long-haired shepherd and a lab and boxer. We had labs. We had our first two were border collies. No, our first two were blue heelers. Our second was, or our third technically, was a Australian Shepherd. Apparently, our fourth was a border collie, and then we went to labs, and we've had labs ever since. And now, um, is it an Australian Shepherd? Because that makes sense because our Australian Shepherd is the one that chased the horses and got kicked in the head one too many times. We started out with blue heelers, Chip and Dip. I named them Chip and Dip, and then Whiplash was our Australian Shepherd that chased the dogs one too many, or chased the horses one too many times. Got kicked in the head, and then we had the border. Is that when we got the border? We got a border collie, 3,500 on the shepherd. And then my dad went to labs, and then he had labs for, I don't know, but now he just put his last one down. Um, but he has a Cavapoo now. Only female he's ever had, and only small dog he's ever had. My Australian shepherd was the smartest I ever owned. They probably can be. But yeah, ours was not smart. Um, Rocky was our border collie, and then we went to Mike, and then Fred, Scotty, Mike, Scotty, Fred, and Willie. And my dad just put Willie down. Mike and Scotty were chocolate and, oh, that's too bad. Um, Mike and Scotty were the chocolate labs, and then Fred and Willie were the yellows. You have an English Mastiff? My friends had a uh his name was they actually named him Moose, ironically. Um, but he was I don't know if he was an English or a Bull Mastiff, but he was definitely one of them. Yeah, they're huge. I have a lab called Dog, a mastiff called Molly, and a bull Arab, and a little bloody thing, LMA. That's awesome. I would have a big dog and a little dog, but you should not mix the two because, I mean, unless you have like, I just had a bad experience and I would never mix them again because we had uh, a lab, an English Shepherd lab mix, an English Shepherd, and uh, a Golden Doodle. Oh yeah, little dogs have no idea they're little. And then I had my Chihuahua with those dogs, and I just had a really bad experience. There was a little bit of a dynamic change, and I think one got jealous and attacked my little Chihuahua. Our labs were big. Um, Willie was bigger than I ever thought he would be. Um, but yeah, our labs were like 80, 90 pounds. Mike and Scotty were big anyway. Or Mike and Scotty. No, Scotty, no. Mike was yellow. I think Scotty was the only chocolate. Yeah, Mike, Fred, and Willie were all yellow. What am I thinking? I said that Mike and Scotty were both chocolate, but one was chocolate, one was yellow. Willie was just completely different than any of the other ones too. I think he was I think he was more hyper than any of the rest of them. But anyways, yeah. So anyway, hold on a minute, guys. One moment, okay? I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. Are you guys still, can you guys hear me? I am so sorry. I thought I heard something at my door and I about freaked out. So I went and checked it out and made sure my door was locked, but I double checked it. Whoa. Scary is kind of freaky, but anyway, nothing was there, so that's fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they take up the bed all the time. Dewey Mastiffs are my favorite. Oh, Dewey Mastiffs are lovely. Molly is my first. They are huge, but the moose that I was talking about, the mastiff that my friends had, that's name was Moose, was the biggest like teddy bear ever. But yeah, so I will we're going to be starting July 22nd. I might be on before then. If I get the oomph to do it, I will. We'll maybe just come on and talk another time before I do the update show. Thank you, FarQ. You've been so awesome to me. Thank you so much. When I get when we do the update show, I'll post the link so you can come up with me if you want. Only if you want though. You don't have to. But like I say, thank you. Yeah, like I say, I don't want to just sit up here by myself. Dave, you're in New England, right? In the New England states, the Northeast. Are you in Massachusetts? I don't want to say if you don't want to, but New Hampshire. Okay. Yeah, Dave, we need to uh do sometime maybe on one of my shows we'll have to oh, you grew up in Massachusetts. Okay. We'll have to get together on Maura Murray when the time comes. Mm, mm. My grandpa, I think I told you this before. My grandpa was stationed in Boston. That's where his main station was in Boston when he was in the Navy. Well, thank you. Um, I try. I know I've been MIA. Um, I just try to be really casual and factual. Casual, yet factual with my cases. I'd love to go. Yes, me too, far. Boston and Philly are on my list. New York is on my list. Uh, and I'd like to go to Louisville. I'd love to go visit Boston. Just to see what it's like. Um, More so I want to go to Philly because I know people there, but Boston is full. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I think I mean it's fine that there's a lot of people, but I think Boston it probably seems like there's more people because even Boston and Philly because like on the East Coast like there's more people in less space. Like New Jersey is just crowded. Like too many people and not enough space. Whereas like out here in the what like in the Midwest, there's like more space and not as many people. Or there's more space. There might be as many people, but there's more space. Oh man, New York. Oh, you mean Burlington, Vermont. He wants to see a Knicks game. Yeah, they just won the championship for the first time in 53 years. My sister said that her I'd love to go to New York City just once. Just once. Um my sister said that her father-in-law knew or knows Brianna Maitland's dad. Oh, I'm sure. Oh my god, that's awesome. Little Italy. Little Italy in New York City. We have a Little Italy in Omaha. Oh yeah. I'd want to visit all the if I ever get to New York City, I'm looking I'm going everywhere. I work for a hospital in New York, not far outside of New York City. That's why I want to go. I want to go see my hospital. See if I could meet some of the doctors I work for. I go back to work tomorrow night. And they all talk really funny. No, I'm not a nurse. I am a technical title is a patient acceptance coordinator. I work with getting patients from hospital to hospital. Talk really funny. I love a good northeastern accent. Everything is faster in the northeast. But anyways, I better go because my phone's going to be needing charged. My iPad is charging. Um, but thank you guys for coming in with me tonight. I didn't even. My mother's side of the family are all from Brooklyn. They were all Syrian Lebanese descent. Oh wow, that's cool. Um, they also grew up with Danny Thomas. My um great grandparents um came over from Slovakia. So yeah, um I I don't know if they were Slovakian. I know they were in Slovakia. He may have been more like Polish or Austrian because I have a lot of Irish and Polish in me. But they were in Slovakia. That's all I know. And this was in the 1800s. They came over probably in the 'cause my grandma was born in 1901 and she was the baby by quite a few years. Um so they came over like in the late 1800s, 1890s probably. But that was my great grandparents. And then my grandpa was adopted, but I think he's probably very Irish. Um, so my great grandma's family was this one's from Slovakia, and then my great grandpa's was Irish. My great grandpa was Irish. And that's why my grandma went over to Ireland a couple years ago. And then um, my other grandparents on the other side of my family were Canadian, I think. They were French Canadian. And then on the other side, my grandma on the other side, um, I know that they were native. So I'm like a conglomeration of things depending on how far you go back. Um, but yeah, um, so now that my iPad is charging, oh, nice. I do too, Dave. I'm like the only one out of my generation of uh, kids that probably knows anything close to any. I know the most by far. I don't think the others really pay attention, but and the only reason I am is because my great aunt, her husband, so my great uncle did a lot of the genealogy work in our family, and he's told me about that side of the family. And then my other side of the family is like really small, so it's not that hard. Um, but a lot of I spoke to my grandma recently, and they said that a lot of my distant relatives are um in Denver, in the Denver area still. So I'm gonna try to when I go to see my grandma at the cemetery, I'm gonna try to look for the other ones as well. So, anyways, I am going to I hate to leave when I have a bunch of chatters. We had a good convo tonight though, guys. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hey and subbing up and my goodness. Ellis Island, then out to the Midwest. Thank you so much, Dave. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here before my battery. Oh yeah, my battery is gonna be starting to going down, so I need to plug her in. Um, but yeah, I will see you guys soon. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy for her. Ah, yeah. So I will see you guys soon, hopefully. And now that I know that I can see my chat on my phone, Oh, hold on, hold on. My alarm just went off. It's 4:20. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I didn't even plan on going live for more than like 5 or 10 minutes, but here we are. But I will see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Um, I'll see you guys very soon, and we'll get started with updates on July 22nd. So um, hopefully I'll see you guys before that. But if I don't, have a good one. Stay safe, and I love you. Bye bye.